Okay, let's unpack this. Sometime next year, the next rideshare you hail might not even have a steering wheel,
Right.
and it will likely be imported from China. Today, we're doing a deep dive into Morgan Stanley's June 2026 data on how the world's largest auto market is just completely rewriting the global rules.
It really is a massive shift.
Yeah. I mean, think of the Chinese domestic auto market right now as this, like, high-pressure cooker. Intense internal competition is shrinking the market, so only the absolute most advanced, cost-efficient EV models can even survive.
And the data shows just how intense that bottleneck actually is. Overall, domestic passenger car sales in China are forecast to drop 11% year over year in 2026.
Wow, 11%.
Yeah, but despite that drop, Chinese brands now hold a massive 70% market share.
Wait, okay, I'm looking at these numbers, and they completely contradict each other.
Hmm.
Total car sales are shrinking by 11%, but new energy vehicles, or NEVs, are bucking the trend, right? They're surging with 13% and hitting 60% of total sales.
Right, exactly.
So if fewer people are buying cars overall, how are EVs still growing so fast? Are consumers just, like, swapping out their old gas guzzlers? The math only works if there's some kind of artificial thumb on the scale.
Oh, there is a massive thumb on the scale in the form of aggressive government stimulus.
Ah, right.
Yeah, China rolled out these national trade-in subsidies specifically designed to, force this transition. So if a consumer trades in an older car for a new NEV, they get a 20,000 RMB subsidy.
Which is, what, around 200 US dollars?
Roughly, yeah. And that covers a huge percentage of the cost for a domestic EV. But if they trade it in for a traditional internal combustion engine car, they only get 15,000 RMB.
Wow. So they are actively tipping the financial scale.
Exactly. They're directly incentivizing the swap to ensure factories keep churning out EVs and innovating, even as the broader market contracts.
Right, but there's got to be a mathematical limit to those subsidies, right? Like, once you've incentivized every single domestic buyer to swap their car, you just run out of customers.
You do. And that excess capacity has to go somewhere, which explains the 33% projected explosion in exports for 2026.
33%.
Yeah, we're looking at 8 million units shipping out.
Which brings us right back to that pressure cooker analogy. With the domestic pie shrinking, they have to vent outward. And brands like BYD, GWM, SAIC, they aren't just dumping cheap metal into places like Thailand or Brazil or Europe.
Not at all. To survive at home, they basically had to become tech companies.
It's like the smartphone revolution all over again, but, on four wheels.
That's a great way to put it. I mean, we're talking commercialized level 3 autonomy right now.
Where the driver can legally take their eyes off the road in certain conditions, right?
Exactly. And they're rapidly deploying level 4, which means fully autonomous, driverless robotaxis.
It's insane how fast it's happening. But wait, with all this aggressive overseas expansion, aren't there massive geopolitical risks?
Oh, absolutely. The Morgan Stanley report explicitly highlights that. There are two major hurdles. First, that brutal domestic price war could squeeze profit margins so tight that these companies just run out of capital before they can establish a real global foothold.
Right, they bleed out at home before they win abroad.
Exactly. And second is the geopolitical uncertainty. You can't just drop millions of highly connected, data-gathering autonomous cars into foreign markets without expecting severe regulatory pushback or tariffs.
Foreign markets are definitely going to try to cap that flow, but I mean, the momentum is just staggering. If you live in Europe or Brazil, you're about to see this wave of advanced autonomous EVs hitting your street at prices local manufacturers simply cannot match.
It really makes you wonder. With level 4 autonomous driving accelerating and these Chinese exports booming, how soon might your daily rideshare be a fully autonomous imported EV?
Seriously, it makes you look at your daily commute totally differently. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Make sure to subscribe to this channel because our next episode is going to be even more exciting.
Thanks for tuning in.
And finally, please note that this video is for research and analysis purposes only and does not constitute any investment advice. See you next time.